Hey everybody, PM Kester here with How to Take a Break. This week I am talking about how to restart your life. Go get a pencil and paper, meet me back over here so we can get into it. All right, so if you are just now connecting with How to Take a Break, I am PM Kester, host of How to Take a Break, the podcast, which has been available on all podcast platforms since 2019. There are about 5 seasons, and currently, if you look now, the episodes you will see are what I'm calling the best of, and my main home now is in this video format on YouTube. Recently I have been posting a lot of videos as we took a break to talk about careers, but today I wanted to do a little shift. We're still going to talk about careers, but we're also going to focus in more on how to restart your life. And I thought this was so interesting of a topic, especially, you know, you see people, younger folks than myself. I am in my 40s. So I have lived some life. I've lived an interesting life. But as I work with younger colleagues, and of course I have daughters, I have a 16-year-old and a 23-year-old, just kind of seeing them navigate life, especially my 23-year-old, and this fear of starting over. And I saw a meme that says, shoot, you can start over as many times as you want to, start a new life tomorrow. I'm probably on my 9th life. You've probably seen a meme that's just kind of like that. And I love that because it's so true. I think a lot of times we get so scared, right? And I feel like I want to rewind back. You get so scared when you think about the part of restarting, right? Starting over to do whatever you're trying to do, career, money, your life in general. And in a way, it's very easy just to think this is going to be too hard, so this is not going to be worth it. And we talk ourselves into staying stagnant, to staying where we are, so we don't see any forward movement, or we're thinking that things are supposed to magically happen. We're going to get more into that. But before you start any type of conversation, if you're thinking about you want a fresh start in some area of your life, I think with everything, you have to think about the why. Why are you trying to restart? Why do you feel like this is happening? In my case, because I told you, I have lived a life, and I've actually had several restarts in my life. The restart when I decided to get married, the restart of deciding that I wanted to have a second kid, moving out of my hometown, things of that nature. My most recent life restart was getting divorced in 2018. After 13 years of marriage. That's a major restart. So in my case, that was the issue. And that's a common restart, right? The dissolution of a relationship. So you breaking up with someone after a long period of time, divorce, something of that nature. Sometimes you have a restart because maybe you're graduating from high school. Maybe you're graduating from college. Maybe you got laid off your job. But these are, you have to ask yourself the why. Why are you trying to restart your life? And again, just as I said earlier, if you're thinking about restarting, or you have been pushed into a restart moment, because sometimes it's not by choice, look at what is going to keep you stagnant. Are there those feelings of being stagnant, or thinking that you can't, or someone telling you you're too old to restart, or things like that? Push that to the side. We're not talking about that there. But I'm going to go into 3 ways to restart your life, or really 3 things to consider when restarting your life. Number 1, write the vision. Right before I got my divorce in 2018, when we started with the separation, I and sold my house. Really, that was like the pivotal moment that was deciding that I was going to sell my house. I wrote down what I wanted my life to look like after divorce, what I saw my kids doing, how I saw myself living, what the financial aspects of that look like. Like, I wrote it all down, where I wanted to live, how much money I needed to have, details. Give the details. When you write the vision down, I tell everybody in general, and I have a video called Write It Down that gives a little bit more detail, but be specific as possible. That will help clear the path for you. That will help you actually see where you want to go when we talk about you restarting your life. Because if you can't see it, you can't be it. You can't envision it. You can't embrace it and work towards it. You got to see it. So I want you to write your vision down and be thorough. So if you're restarting your life because of the divorce, write down, where do I want to live? Am I going to stay in this house? Do you see yourself staying there? Do you see yourself moving to another state? Where are you going to move to? How much money is it going to take? And I mean details. How much is your light bill going to cost? Electricity from the country. How much is your gas bill going to cost? Cable. Do you have kids? How much would childcare cost? How are your kids going to get back and forth while you're working? Things like that. Be very specific, but write all of that down. Write the vision down for restarting your life. After that, number 2, how to restart your life. You write down the vision and then you take action. Y'all, things do not just magically happen like that. If you are Christian, you know that faith without works is not where it's at. You got to do some work. So once you have written down that vision, go back to it. Start writing down some notes on another sheet of paper or off to the side. If you see yourself at a certain income level, how are you going to get there? You need to ask for a raise. You need to get a second job. If you're restarting your career or you want to do a restart in your career, I actually just went through that as well. And it also started with me writing it down. I knew that once I took a break from the position that I was in 2022, at the end of that break, I knew that I did not want to stay in my old position. I knew I wanted to make a move. And so I literally started writing down where I saw myself and what it was going to take for me to get there. So, and after that, I started acting upon it. I started meeting with people in the area that I was trying to go to. I asked around. I was like, okay, do I need to get more training? So I started even doing like just online trainings, just try to help myself be more marketable and where I want to go, because I was trying to make a career pivot. I was trying to restart my life in my area of career, but I wrote it down first. So I wrote down what I wanted to do. Who could I talk to so I could get there? What extra skills and things did I need? And then I started acting on it. Write the vision, act upon it. Don't just wait for things to happen. Number 3, give yourself a rationality check. All right, because sometimes, and I will say this, I like I told you, I am the mother of two girls, and I have a 16-year-old. And you know, when you have kids, sometimes they can be a little irrational, right? They want what they want when they want it. And she was not vibing with one of her friends. It's been pretty bad, to the point she was like, can we just move? I want to just move. I don't want to be here anymore. Let's just go somewhere else. And I was like, okay, make me a pro and con list on the why. So that was me trying to help her with a rationality check. And I was like, you also need to talk to your therapist about this. Okay, and let me tell you why this is important. Now, I want you to get some trusted feedback in your rationality check. Sometimes the people that you may go to that are closest to you don't want to see you restart your life. They want to keep you where you are. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying that to be honest about what I have seen in my own life. So you might need an unbiased person, like a therapist, like a pastor, that you can just bounce stuff off of, like some neutral, some person that will have your best interest. They're going to tell you like it is. They're not going to be trying to like sway you to stay over there with them, like, especially if you're trying to do a financial restart. Like, no, don't be trying to pay off your debt, girl. We going to die broke. No. Find you somebody else. Find you somebody that's gonna like give you feedback and be like, oh, this is good, but did you actually think about this? Or have you thought about this? They're gonna ask you some questions. They're gonna make sure that you're making a rational decision. So something to keep in mind. Like my kid, I'm not telling her, no, we're not doing it, but I am gonna jumpstart and be like, okay, let's think this through. Yay or nay, pro, con. All right, I'm gonna go back through the 3 ways to restart your life. Number 1, write your vision. Number 2, take action. Number 3, give yourself a rationality check. I hope this has been helpful. I can do a deep dive actually on a couple of these. Let me know if you want me to do a deep dive on maybe restarting your life in the area of career or money. I'm happy to talk a little bit deeper about that. And until next time, find a little time to take a break. Bye.